Doctor Who, Hornets' Nest. The Dead Shoes by Paul Magrs. Starring Tom Baker and Richard Franklin.
Your menagerie is still padding about up there, Doctor. I'd have thought some of them might have dropped off to sleep by now.
They don't sleep, Mike. How can they? They're dead.
Only you, Doctor, would fill your house with dead animals. And evil ones at that.
For safekeeping, Mike. As long as they're inside the force shield around this house, they can't creep out and menace the living. Night is when they're most active and malign.
And so for the duration, we're stuck down here. Just the two of us. Waiting in the cellar for morning. Like old times, Doctor. Remember that trouble in Devil's End?
Oh, don't go wandering off down memory lane, Captain Yates. I need to appraise you of some rather more recent adventures first.
Not more about the deadly taxidermy workshop of Percy Noggins.
Noggins is no longer any kind of threat. After delivering his many possessed creatures to my door, he went meekly home to look after his elderly grandma. She's rather infirm. Used to be a dancer, he told me. Maiden name of Stott. Ernestina Scott.
Does this have some bearing on what you're about to relate?
I was reading a dusty almanac from one of the shelves here. It's important to keep a good library. I was looking for odd mentions of unseasonal insects, that sort of thing. And I happened upon a mention of a dancer called Miss Stott. She'd had a very strange experience by the sea a good few years ago. It all began when she was stung by a hornet.
And you were intrigued by the connection. I expect I can guess what comes next.
I followed Percy's grandma's personal timeline to that very summer, the very day that she was stung on the seafront at Cromer. I do like to be beside the seaside, especially when it's a very out-of-the-way spot, like Cromer on the Norfolk coast. Do you know it, Mike? It's changed a bit since the 1930s. That's when I was there, taking long strolls on the rock-strewn beach, demolishing fish suppers and staying in a guest house quite close to the pier. In the evenings, I would sit in the lounge with summer breezes billowing the curtains and carrying in the faint strains of music from the theatre at the end of the pier. Every night it was the Nutcracker, performed by a cast of one on the smallest stage in Europe, suspended over the crashing North Sea. My brief foray into the past was almost like a holiday, regaining my